Hello students, today's topic is electrical machines. We are in the last and the final part of this video lecture series. So we are going to cover the very basics of synchronous generator, its construction, its working principle, uh, because for first year we need to study it very basically. So what is a synchronous generator? Generator means anything which takes as mechanical energy as input, any machine which takes mechanical energy as input and delivers electrical energy as output. Synchronous generators are those generators in which the shaft is moving at synchronous speed. So this synchronous generator are sometimes called alternators also. But there is a difference between a generator and alternator, means there is a slight difference. So you need to find out that what is the difference between generator and alternator. Okay, so it is a machine which will be converting the mechanical power into an AC electrical power at some particular voltage and frequency, and the speed will be always constant speed known as synchronous speed. So we have already discussed about synchronous speed in the previous videos, that what is synchronous speed. So synchronous speed is simply given as 120 into frequency upon number of poles. Okay, where p is the number of poles. So if we vary the number of poles, so see, if the poles is 2 and in India the frequency will be 50 hertz, for US the frequency will be 60 hertz. So if you put f as 50 and number of poles as 2, you will be getting synchronous speed as 3000 rpm. Okay, this in this you will be getting the unit as in rpm. If you put 4 poles, then you will be getting 1500. If you increase the number of poles to 6, then you will be getting it as 1000, then 8 to 750, like this. So if you are increasing the number of poles, the synchronous speed will decrease, because synchronous speed is inversely proportional to number of poles. Now before going to construction, just let us discuss the simple working principle of a synchronous generator. So synchronous generator will work on the principle of Faraday's law of electromagnetic induction, and what it says that electromotive force, EMF, is induced in the armature coil if it is rotating in a uniform magnetic field or vice versa. So EMF can be generated if the field rotates and the conductor becomes stationary. So the relative motion between the conductor and the field will induce the EMF in the conductor, and the EMF induced and the current produced would be of the wave shape of sine wave. So this is what practically a working of a synchronous generator. You can recall the working of generator, AC generator, DC generator, AC motor and DC motor, that basic single coil experiment what you have done in school days. So you can just recall it, that is the basic understanding, and then you can write up for the answers in engineering. So now coming to the construction of synchronous generator, again this is a machine. It will consist of two parts. The one is stator and the other one is rotor. The stator is the stationary part. Okay, this is the stator winding. The stator winding is the stationary part, and the rotor will be having rotational part. So here it is a two pole rotor, and this kind of a rotor is called salient pole rotor, and it is given a separate DC excitation. So the relative motion between the rotor and the stator will induce the voltage between the current. Now for a synchronous machine, there will be two types of rotor. So the first one is a cylindrical rotor and the other one is salient pole rotor. So what is a salient pole rotor? Here in the previous diagram, this is a salient pole rotor having two pole, and in this diagram, this is a salient pole rotor having four poles. So salient means SALIENT, salient. This means that it is projecting outwards. Okay, so this is used for a slow speed machine and relatively small, having relatively small axial length. So the poles are made of thick laminated steels and they are attached together with the rotor. So see, this is how the arrangement of salient pole for a four pole machine. Okay, now uh, for uniform flux there will be some damper windings connected. So you can study what is damper winding basically. Now this salient pole is used where we need this has a large horizontal diameter compared to the shorter axial length, means diameter wise it will be larger and length wise it would be shorter, and this pole shoes Okay, this pole shoes will be covering 2/3 of the pole pitch, and this all poles are laminated in order to reduce eddy current loss. Wherever we are providing lamination, it is in order to reduce the eddy current loss. Okay, so this kind of salient pole are used for low speed operation. When we have a low speed operation, say about 100 to 400 or 500 rpm, we'll be using this salient pole type of rotor. The other one is cylindrical type of rotor. So here is the cylindrical type of rotor. It is used for high speed operation. So it is used in steam turbine or in turbo generators. This is used. So rating of this machine is also high, around means it can range from 10 MVA to 1500 MVA. So it has uniform length and uniform air gap because it is cylindrical in shape. Uh, so it will be providing uniform flux, whereas this won't be providing an uniform flux. Okay. Also, this can be designed for 2 pole, 4 pole, and different values and different values. So it is used for high speed. When we want high speed, we use this kind of cylindrical rotor. Now coming to the applications of synchronous generator. Synchronous generator can be used, and it is advantageous if we produce electricity from synchronous generator, from three-phase synchronous generator. That electricity, that three-phase AC, can be used for transmission and distribution purposes, what we use. So this synchronous generator can be used in nuclear power plants, also thermal power plants and hydropower plants also. And with power rating, we can use with the use of different power rating. If the synchronous generator is of 100 MVA, we use it in generating stations. Uh, if the rating is 500 MVA, then power rating transformer is used in super thermal power stations. Okay, you might have heard about super thermal power stations of NTPC and other things. Okay, the synchronous generators are also the primary source of electrical power. Means basically we have studied that generation, transmission and distribution in one of the videos. So in that generation part is done by this synchronous generator. So for heavy power generation, this synchronous voltage this synchronous generator will be using, and it can be of 6.6 kV or 33 kV or 11 kV voltage rating design. Also, in the previous video in which we have discussed about single phase induction motor, we have discussed various type of single phase induction motor. I want you all to read the applications of each of the type of single phase induction motor. So here we are winding up all the machines topic. So thank you for listening, students.